So here we are. We just entered another homeschool year, right? Right. And I know some of you are probably scrolling and looking and watching and saying, oh, I'm not doing that this year. Oh, I feel a certain type of way. So here I am to drop with you today 3 things that you need to leave behind this homeschool year. Let's talk about what we should leave behind this homeschool year so that we can really cater to our home and not worry about what everybody else is doing. So, I know you probably know this one is coming of what we need to leave behind, but honestly, this is one of those things that we need to leave behind forever. Like, never. And maybe not, because maybe sometimes we can use it to help better what we are doing in our homeschool. But for the most part, no. The number one thing you should leave behind this homeschool year is comparison. Yeah. Yeah. And I know this usually comes, for me, talking from my journey, every beginning of the homeschool year, when I see everything that everybody else is doing, I'm like, did I pick the right curriculum? Is this curriculum going to be the right for my homeschool? And honestly, you need to just be confident in what you chose for your homeschool and not worry about what everybody else is doing. I feel like in the summertime, we need to do a homeschool national mom powwow to say, hey, what are you using? Hey, what are you using? So this comparison will not be there, because we'd be like, oh, what are you using? And then we feel like what you chose is not good enough. So guys, leave comparison where it belongs, not in your homeschool. If we're using curriculums to compare to each other, yes, that's when it becomes a good thing. But when we start feeling like, oh my goodness, I don't have a homeschool room, I don't have room for all these books, so I can't buy every book. Oh man, I have to use the library, or I have to use a completely free curriculum. Then we start to feel like, oh, what we are giving our children are not enough. And that mindset is not the correct mindset to have for your homeschool. The second thing that you need to leave behind this homeschool year is feeling like everything has to be in place to start. Never feel like you have to have all of your curriculum, every subject set in place, because sometimes there can be a setback. Somebody can get sick. You weren't able to order your curriculum and you had to shift and do something else. Like, things happen. So just because everything isn't in place doesn't mean that you can't. Sorry, my son is coughing in the background. Just because curriculum is not in place and you don't have something for every subject, that doesn't mean that you can't start. Just start and add on as you go. And this will actually help you kind of balance and put rhythm into your days as you add on more and more things. And then when everything is in place, you don't feel so overwhelmed, like you just went, all right, day one, we're doing all these subjects, put them all on the table and get to work. So taking your time to get things the way you want them for your homeschool is important. And I'm even finding this out as I'm starting to homeschool high school. Like, I don't want to just pick any curriculum. I want to have the curriculum that I feel like will best serve my high schooler and will help him his road to getting credits the way he should. Yeah, but that's another subject for another day. The third thing that I can say, and this even I feel like it's bigger than comparison, is that we feel as homeschool moms that we're not enough. Yeah, we have to stop thinking that we are not enough. And I feel like this does not only go into homeschool, but I feel like we tend to always have our eyes locked on, oh wow, she's doing that, and oh well, I don't do it, so yeah, I must not be good enough. No. And I'm honestly speaking from my heart at this point, because this is something that I struggle with a lot, even as I come to this platform and I serve on Instagram. because if you don't know me in person, I'm a very quiet person. I am very introverted, and I don't really like crowds. They overwhelm me and it makes me go whoop. But and it's so funny, I always saw that as like, oh, well, maybe something's wrong with me. No, that is just the way God made me. So even in that, in homeschooling, I have to know, like, as a homeschool mom, even homeschooling 5 days a week, it's a lot. It's heavy for me because the way I am. I am learning to navigate all of that, even with doing Instagram and YouTube, especially because it's something people would probably not see me doing because I am a quiet person. But I do love to help people, and I do love to serve people. And I just want to keep doing that. So, yeah, always remember, mama, even wherever you are, like, learn you, and in that and whatever you do or whatever you build upon you as you are. And that makes you good enough. So, guys, that is all I have for you today. I am happy that you're along this journey with me. For my newbies out there that are watching this video, subscribe and like and hit that notification bell. You are helping me out greatly. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Oh, or I have to use a completely free curriculum. Number 2, the in you know, but